Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
We're the RC Sailors, and we're out here to test a brand new drone to the market. This is the Hubsan H507A. This is very similar to the little 502E and the 501S big brushless version. The difference in this and the little, do you remember the red and white one that everybody saw and bought on our channel?
I do.
Abby does. This is a very similar drone to that. The major difference is that we have a Wi-Fi FPV signal to the drone from your phone. The little red and white one is now about $15 cheaper than this one, and it had a controller but no live signal. So let's take a look inside the box and see how it flies. In the box, you'll be surprised as to how little comes inside because there's no transmitter. We have the drone itself, and let's take a good look at the drone because that's really what we're after here. On the front, make sure you take your little protective layer of film off there to make the camera quality look a little better. But it tells us we have Wi-Fi, has the name, the X4 Star. Hubsan names all their drones X4 something. Again, the little red and white one that we featured that just did so well on the channel is a very similar concept to this. It was called the Hubsan H502E. And this is, well, we'll have a link in the description box below for you. Make sure you check them out. We'll link both of them. You can compare them back and forth. Now, one thing to note is that you do need your own micro SD card. The slot is right here, right by the battery and the power slot. It's kind of hidden, kind of hard to see. So make sure you pick up your own micro SD card. And then the battery is very much proprietary. So that can be a good thing and a bad thing. If it works well and they're cheap, that's a good thing. And if it doesn't work well and they're expensive, then that's a very bad thing. But I like how it fits in. It looks really good, nice and flush. It's not annoying to plug in or unplug. So the drone itself is really very good looking. I hope it flies well. We also have 4 prop guards in here. They're just tucked into the side. One thing to note about the box I didn't really like was the way you had to open it to access everything was to rip the cardboard along a perforated edge, and then you can pull your spare parts out. All of this stuff doesn't come out. It's all kind of connected unless you just rip into it. So I wasn't a huge fan of that because normally I like to keep my box as a case for the drone. In this case, see, if I want to, I have to really awkwardly reach in here to pull my stuff out. Not a huge fan of that, but it has a screwdriver, 4 spare props, screws to hold everything on, and then the charger I just put up here so it's a little bit easier to access, but still pretty awkward to get to. The charger has this little bay that the battery just plugs right into, and it charges via USB. It was a fairly quick charge, but I've seen faster. It was probably 2 to 3 hours to get this charged. So let's get this in the air and see how it flies. Right when you first turn this on and you get everything connected and open the app, it tells you that you need to do a calibration. You just lift the drone off the ground, rotate it clockwise or counterclockwise, horizontally, and now it changes. Tells us to point the camera down, rotate it this way, bind aircraft to current device, and we'll just hit OK. And it's binding now after the calibration. It's doing a GPS accuracy test. That's really cool. Good GPS accuracy, it says. So that was really neat. I've got a feeling this is going to be a really good drone. This is pretty crazy. Motor locked. There's a lot going on the screen here. This is absolutely outstanding. I think I'm going to take a screenshot for him, Abby.
Yeah. Just
give him a little. Unfortunately, on iPhone, there's no screen recording device. So let me just hit video. You want to go ahead and film? We're filming. That's cool. We have 10 satellites locked. So let's go ahead and take off. Are you sure to take off? Okay. Very nice. Okay. That's all it right now. This is so cool. I didn't think I would like this as much as the one with the transmitter, but there's so many things on the screen that has waypoint mode and everything. This is crazy. Okay, let's try to get something going on here. It tells us the percentage of our battery in the corner. We're down to 82% already because Abby and I took a while to get everything going. But let's go ahead and I have fake joysticks on my screen. I'm just flying with those joysticks. So that's what I'm going to use right now and just fly it around. Now, most people that watch our videos do not really like flying with a phone transmitter, but I can tell you this, because of the GPS.
We've never had a GPS Wi-Fi. That's crazy.
It is crazy. I have no latency in my video right now, but I am only 25 meters away. Okay, going to the right to help Abby out. I have a height. It tells me that I am 9 meters high. Let's go a little higher, get a better view for everyone.
And you're recording?
I am recording.
Okay.
Yeah. Not sure if it's saving to the card or the phone.
It already asked me if I wanted to allow it, so I don't know. You would think if, since I hit allow, it would save to the phone.
Now the downside is it's showing 50% battery already, which is really low. That's just what it shows on my screen. Don't know if that's super accurate or not.
We'll do something else.
I'm 25 meters high, 33 meters away, and it's holding really solid right there. It still shows 50%, so I don't know how accurate that is.
Do some features.
Well, let's go take a look at the construction over here. Well, that's what's going on that you can hear super loud. They're running a bulldozer. Look at that.
Return home.
Okay, return to home. Return to home right here. I just hit it. Return automatically to, I can pick takeoff point or current position. Let me walk out here and see if it can do current position.
Does current position mean where it is in the sky or
I think
where
it
you are?
means where I am.
Okay.
So then I hit OK, and it's moving. It says we're at 44% on the battery, so it's kind of going pretty quickly. This is really cool though. There's a lot going on.
Looks like it's gonna land on my head. Maybe. It's moving now.
I may have to stop it because you're pretty close to the building. I'm pretty impressed with the technology built in.
It's gonna go on my head.
I'm just completely hands-free.
Really? It would have been really close to me if I wouldn't have moved. Whoa.
That's where it took off, which is amazing. Very cool. Would you like to fly this a bit before we lose it completely? We're down to 36% battery.
Sure.
It's really fast. So it should still be filming. Take notice of where the film button is so you can stop if you need to.
Okay.
And just do an auto takeoff. I think you'll be amazed at how easy it is to fly this.
Battery level is only 36%.
Oh man, this is a short battery life.
Okay, what's really cool is that it doesn't matter where you put your hands on the phone, that's where your joystick is.
I do like that a lot.
I guess it realizes it has the left side of the screen and the right side of the screen, and as long as your hands are in the general area of that, oh, that is cool, guys.
Yeah, I like that.
I wish I had a screen recorder so I could show you, because that makes up for
the phone joysticks.
Yes, it really does, because then it feels more, oh my gosh. Wow.
Easier to fly.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I think they're onto something here, but that warning that she just got says it's at 30%. So the flight time of this is really short compared to the H502E, which is still a GPS drone, probably about $80. Yeah.
Following mode.
Okay, go test it out really fast. So Abby's got it on follow mode, and it's darting off to the left because she darted off to the left. Oops, wrong way. It looks like it's kind of following her. She's out there.
I need a bicycle!
Running around like a mad person.
Hey, I'll do circles.
I think she's going to try circle me mode before the battery on the drone dies. We're kind of on a race against time here. Not quite sure what she's doing because it's still in one position, but Could be that the battery is getting low. Sorry about the construction noise here. A little annoyed by that. Looks like a low battery because that drone is coming down fast. Well, don't know. Is it working? I don't think the circle feature is working properly. They may limit those features once the battery gets low. It did drop really fast. Returning to home.
Look how fast it's going.
It's going fast. It is doing an automatic return to home because the battery is low. I gotta step back here for a second because...
So with the orbit mode, it was telling me that with certain... with orbit mode, it's telling me...
Oh, the battery is just low and it just dropped.
That it had to be a certain height and distance away from me.
Oh, okay.
And so flying and trying to read, it was kind of hard.
Okay.
But I could never get it to work. So there's also waypoints. There's a VR mode.
Okay. Waypoints would mean you could pull up your map and tell it where to go. But unfortunately, the battery life is so short, we couldn't even test that.
That's the downside of this super short battery life.
I think all in all, this is a pretty big win for Hubsan. This is a really good drone. I'm just holding the power button for it to turn off. And I'm very impressed with the Wi-Fi quality. I do think there's a lot to be had here with this drone. And you know, if you already knew what you wanted to do when you're putting it in the air, like circle me, follow me, just get a quick shot of something, then it's absolutely perfect. I think the biggest downfall of this drone is pretty obviously the flight time, because in one flight time we couldn't even test quickly all the features it had to offer. This is of the same level of quality that you can expect from the HUBSAN H502E and the 501S that we featured on the channel that everybody loves, but a shorter flight time, probably because it's a similarly sized battery and it's doing a lot more than the 502E, which was the little brush red and white version of this. This has the Wi-Fi FPV, which takes up a lot more battery to transmit that video signal over Wi-Fi through its own Wi-Fi connection. I think this is great for under $100. I really do. If you are okay with flying from your phone and not a physical transmitter, you want to have GPS, Wi-Fi FPV, and a live feed with a lot of features that I've never seen in a drone of this price, then go for this. If you want a drone that's exactly the same size, has about the same level quality of camera, but you fly from a physical transmitter and not your phone, then they have a version of this that we'll link below for you, our video and the product you can check out, and it's actually cheaper than this is and was extremely popular on our channel and just online in general. So if this interests you, but you're not so sure about this, go for the one with the transmitter. But either one, I think you'll be pretty happy and you'll thank us later.
Biggest weakness, battery life.
Biggest weakness is definitely the battery. It was just a little too short.
But there's definitely some groundbreaking Wi-Fi things going on with that, especially with the joysticks. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool. The waypoints, I wish we could have tested that. We should have prioritized that because that's a thing that we should have just tested that. But I wasn't expecting the battery to be so short. So having said that, I've got a new collar shirt because we just added a lot of extra collars to our store. If you guys remember, we just had those blue shirts for a while, but now we have a huge variety of shirts that you can pick up. If you want to support us, we don't make hardly anything on the shirt, but just buying a shirt that has our name on it to let people know you support us. I think we make $1 or $2. Yeah, like $1.
It's really bad.
But they're good quality, they feel good, they're nice soft shirts, and we have new collars now. So we'll have that link down below and a couple other ways that you can support us just for doing what we do, just to say thanks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye!